So yeah, the patch has been implemented since the last MENA Cup, but it hasn't been too impactful. I mean, we're not Grandmaster GSL material here, but what else was there? There was the upgrade for the Phoenix, which I have not seen yet being used.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, he wants
Oh, but
Antigua Shipyard. Sorry,
oh, okay. So
my bad.
Winter's prediction does fall through, but it was a great choice. Winners, don't feel too bad about it.
Antigua would have been my second choice.
So, are we going for the? We're going for the non-gold version, yeah.
Yeah, please, yeah.
Okay, so we are doing the GSL version of the map. Gold bases, man. M before Terran, yeah.
But not anymore, because the
Not
mules
any.
don't mine more minerals, even from the gold. So the leveling
I'm actually
things.
surprised it went that long untouched.
Hmm. Let's just make it a 2v2 real quick. Casters versus players.
That would get very ugly very fast, winners. Why would you want us to be in that situation?
I go 2 racks Reaper, and you just build, I don't know, Medivacs.
Okay.
Not today, maybe some
What's
other
worse,
day.
what's worse than getting humiliated live on air? But okay.
Well, we've
Yes.
felt it. We've
All
done it
right. So
before.
both players are ready. I will get the game started.
And yeah, we've only been casting for 2 hours, and we're in the final.
But just before the game starts, I'd like to give a shout out to another friend of mine who is joining the cast. Definitely someone who none of you know. He does go by the alias iGamer, so I sent him the link. He knows almost nothing about StarCraft, but um, I'm very thankful to have him join us. Anyway, back to the game. Over on the right side, we do have the loser from the first game, the orange Zerg from Al playing from Germany actually right now.
Hmm.
It is Nesquik. And over on the bottom left side of the map, our winner from the first game, it is the blue Protoss Seraphim, who's been performing very well.
Yep. He's trying his best, and he is looking to secure his first victory in the MENA Cup. So good on him. And well, this map, it's not a bad map for Protoss either. It is. I think it's pretty balanced. I'm not gonna. I know people say, "Oh yeah, but this is a Zerg favorite. This is the Terran favorite." I think it depends on the player. It depends on the matchup. It depends on the circumstance that people find each other under. It's not like where we used to have
It's
like.
not as clear cut, definitely not.
Mm,
There's no map where it's a clear cut. This is favorite.
wait,
Of course,
wait, Blistering Sands. Remember that one?
I don't even want to think of that map. Thank God it's a distant memory. I mean, generally speaking, all the maps, all the official maps we have now, none of them are clearly favoring any of the other, any race over the other. But it also depends on how you play, on the circumstances of the match, like you mentioned earlier. Generally, in my point of view, any map where Zerg can easily access a third is is good for them. I mean, a map like this where the third, um, I mean, there's nothing stopping the Zerg from taking it. Not even indestructible rocks, not any kind of terrain stopping him. So this is always something I think which favors a Zerg. Seraphim being annoying once again, dropping that pylon at the natural. But I think Nesquik learned from his mistakes, and he will have Zerglings out a little bit faster this time.
Yep, I concur. And yes, Seraphim. I mean, this is the only opening he knows, I think. I mean, Forge Fast Expand on every matchup we've seen so far.
And why not against the Zerg player?
Well,
It's
yeah.
it's the best choice, I think. There's no reason not to.
Hmm.
Protoss players have adapted. They know how to defend this very well, and unless they don't scout, which what will so happen in the Seraphim Rupture game, is that if unless you don't scout and you don't prepare before the units arrive, you can defend this and you will be definitely in the lead. So this is why I think almost all Protoss players do this in this matchup and continue to do so.
Like, just one thing to point out, because the pylon is there, would it have been better for Nesquik to go to the third straight away and plot down his third there?
Definitely, definitely. Why not, winners? He can. I mean, it's not far. it's easily accessible, and taking that third, you know that the Protoss is going for a Forge Quest expand, so you know you're safe for a while. So why not take that third, and when you eventually take the natural location, it'll actually be easier for you,
That's
as
right.
you'll already have spread some creep from there, and joining the bases will actually be easier. So um, Seraphim did kind of predict that, so he did have a probe there just to scout it out if it happens. But in the end, Nesquik just took out the pylon and went for that natural.
Yeah, and Nesquik does not know that on GSL they're only cross spot positions.
Seems to be a concurrent problem.
Yeah, for some reason. Anyhow, those are little itsy bitsy issues, but in some case they could cost you the game. But not today. While Seraphim's Nexus has completed, probes are already in the making, 2 at a time. There goes one. And, well, he should be pretty safe here. Maybe he can harass a bit, but I don't think so.
He's actually gone for the extremely greedy one cannon only. Now deciding to drop down the second just in the at the mineral line, which is probably his only choice, as that's the only vulnerable spot in his wall. And he does now have two gas guiders taken at the main, so we'll almost certainly know what kind of tech he is going for. In the meantime, the Zerg is doing nothing but joining up. Tell us about the worker count winners.
Well, the worker count is exactly 30 to 30, well, 31 apiece, so pretty safe. But what is this drone doing here?
Tell me. Oh, this. I don't know.
Never mind, it's going home. I thought we were
It's
gonna.
actually going back now.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna see something crazy like a third base steal or something we have not encountered yet.
Not when you're down 1-0 in the final winners.
Yeah, I know. That's excuse me. Wow. But
All
yeah.
right, so yeah, he finally takes the third, as I'm sure you're about to mention, and we see 3 more gates coming down for the Protoss player. His Twilight Council is already up, so he hasn't researched anything of it yet. So could it possibly be a Dark Templar again?
No, blink.
Blank. Okay, so it did take him a while, so I was a little skeptical. But all right, it's gonna be Blink, which is also a good choice. He is dropping down a few more gates as well. So looks like he might actually be going for a similar build as he did in the last game. He does only have 6 now, so if we see a couple more, then it's definitely going to be another 8-gate timing. Although a 6-gate timing is also very doable.
But what I don't understand is he made exactly 16 lings. There's 16 lings sitting pretty right here. No real need for that right now at this point. It could have been drones for his third base. I mean,
these are the small things which the players really need to fine tune. Ideally, as a Zerg race, in case we have some viewers who don't really understand how the races work. For Zerg, in the Zerg race, you should only produce units which you need. Other than that, you should produce workers and try and get more bases and improve your economy, gather more minerals, and so forth. So when you have units idle on the map, that's less drones you produce, because your production is very limited, and you're wasting your resources on those Zerglings or all those small units which are doing absolutely nothing.
exactly. Very well said. But some credit to Nesquik. Now he did sacrifice an overload, overlord. No overload just yet.
Oh wow! Okay.
I'm sorry, my brain is overloading here. As we do see Nesquik now going to encounter some pressure here by Seraphim. He's moving out 70 food versus 100, and well, it will be eaten if he is not careful.
Yeah, I don't think this is the best choice by Seraphim. He's down a lot of supply winner. He's down about
40, yeah.
might be even a little bit more. I don't know why he's not going for a third instead. The same. When we said that Nesquik overproduced units, we didn't assume that Seraphim would be attacking like this. But it might actually have been a great decision for Nesquik. He doesn't have a lot of units.
But
Seraphim will.
better positioning here for.
Yeah, if he force fields the ramp, then there are the force fields, and
Oh dear.
Nesquik, unfortunately, very poor positioning, did not see this coming, should have been more prepared. And back to what you were saying, Winners, about the scouting, which seems to be a recurring problem here where players simply do not scout enough. He
And
should have had his units positioned better to try and defend that third, but now he's going to lose it, and he's going to actually lose a lot of his supply as
yeah,
well.
there goes the hatchery. Wow, and now it's 2 base versus 2 base. The units are slowly in the favor of Nesquik because he's able to reinforce, but there is a forward pylon. Blink is now in effect. The Blink could be a lot better here now, splitting up his units. But Nesquik will be able to hold here, and Seraphim is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Seraphim should have tried to move back after killing off that third. I mean, if you kill off that third, you should probably try and get your own third and try and defend off that. But I guess he got a little greedy. He thought that he might be able to end the game, like he did the first time, and he might actually be susceptible to some counterattack if Nesquik decides to do so.
Well, the for someone who does not know or watch a lot of StarCraft, he would say, "Go Nesquik, go attack, kill him," which he actually is gonna hopefully not do because he might have the numbers. But there is a very fine line between throwing your advantage away and giving your opponent the chance to come back. Nesquik, he has a 40 supply lead, okay, but he did lose his third base, okay, but he's still, from my point of view, in a better position. The third for Seraphim is going to be later, and at this point, map control does belong to Nesquik. He is taking, but now we do have a Dark Shrine here in the making.
Do we have any detection?
Oh, wait, where's it? I don't even see the Dark Shrine just yet. Where is it hiding?
It's
Oh, there it is.
just
Yeah.
the Twilight Council, but Nesquik does have one Overseer on his main. I think that's the only detection he has for now, but I think he should be okay. He shouldn't. I mean, he shouldn't really take a lot of damage from this. Seraphim trying to use the Dark Templar play to kind of get back into the game after losing all his army units in that attack. Like I said earlier, he should have tried to move back after killing off the hatch, but poor decision, tried to do more damage and get greedy. And now 3 Dark Templars are doing damage to the hatchery, and detection is
On the way.
it's
But
on the
the
it's
hatch
not
is
there yet.
the hatch
He might
is
actually,
down.
oh my god, he actually loses the third. And Nesquik, very unfortunate there. His only overseer was unfortunately positioned in the main for some reason.
And he
Well, he
morphed the
should have
second
been-
one.
Yeah, he morphed the second one, but he should have had one overseer somewhere between the entrance to the 3 bases. That is the ideal location so that you can move your overseer to any of the bases really quickly if you need it. And now that the third base was taken out once again, I think Nesquik has to attack Winners.
Yeah.
If the Frost has the third base up and running, then his production will just explode, and the Zerg will just not be able to do anything about a few minutes from now.
Well, yeah, there are about 3 probes hanging out with the army here. I mean, more Immortals are on the way, so are the gateway units, but Nesquik is up about 65 supply here. More Overseers in the making, and, well, defensive structures as well, but maybe he's waiting to be for the max, the 200 here. And
He shouldn't wait any longer. He needs to go in now. He knows he killed off all of the Protoss' units earlier on, and the Protoss then invested a lot into Dark Templars. And looks like there are no sentries, there are no force field winners, and this Zerg army is gonna take out all the Protoss units.
Yeah.
Immortals not doing anything, being surrounded by Zerglings, being taken out, and the Protoss supply is plummeting.
Do you know why?
Tell me
He
why.
was
Winners.
supply blocked for ages. That's why he made 4 pylons at a time.
4 pylons at once, a very
Yeah.
unfortunate mistake by the Protoss player. And see, guys, StarCraft 2 is like that. A simple mistake like missing a pylon or missing a supply depot can mean the difference between winning and losing. Zerg now making short work of that third base. Will take out the Nexus, will take out a couple of gateways there, and the supply count says it all. Winners 187 to 80 for the Protoss.
That's right. A few Dark Templars have been warped in, but there are